My brothers and sisters, comrades and friends, at the present moment, we are guided by a simple principle whereby everyone opposed to the evil agenda of ZANU-PF to impose its rule until 2030, when they have destroyed, looted, and plundered our country to where it is today, is inclusivity. We are being guided by the value and principles of inclusivity that I call upon the coming together and the unity of everyone opposed to 130 to fight with one voice. We will not be able to defeat an enemy if you will fight in our small units or in our own small village enclaves. We must have a national united chorus in opposition to 2030. The period of the politics of toxicity, whereby we attack other leaders, is only the practiced politics of the failures. Failures concentrate in destroying the names of other people rather than having the positive thinking of what is required to bring change in our country at the present moment and stop ZANU-PF on its tracks. ZANU-PF can only be stopped on its tracks through unity of purpose, through the inclusion of everyone. Even those in ZANU-PF who are opposed to 2030, we call upon you now to come out of your shells. The period of procrastinating and to confuse the masses of where you stand is over. Come on the side of the masses of our people. The masses of our people are on the side of those who are opposed to 2030. So don't be afraid. Those in ZANU-PF, come out now. Come out now and speak against the impediments that is currently happening in our country. You cannot remain in your hidden cocoons and whisper your opposition to Mnangagwa's agenda and his few individuals to extend his rule to 2030. We all know, and you must also all know, that the 2030 agenda is supported by a faction of ZANU-PF. That ZANU-PF faction belongs to the minority. It belongs to the minority on the basis that that's why they are using that's why they are applying violence, terror, torture, and attacks of our people to try to inflict fear in them so that they will stop people from expressing their views. Chifaction cha ZANU-PF chiri kuda ze2030 zvivanu zvishoma-shoma zvempavha vanokara avo vanoziva kuti havadiwi nevanhu. Hakuna munhu anodiwa navanhu anokwira achiponda vanhu. Hakuna muntu uyatagula vantu uyahamba achaya vantu everywhere. We know kuti umuntu uyatagula vantu uyayekela ukuthi abantu vayenze nje ukuthi bafuna. But abantu besibhakela abalutshwana labana ifaction yabalutshwana. The minority faction in ZANU-PF is the one that want to dominate our national politics by imposing this unpopular agenda among Zimbabweans. Saka mchiona achifamba achiponda vanhu, achifamba achikhidzira vanhu, wada kuti munhu wese ati hai anoregerai vaite, hakuna iyoyo. We are going to oppose 2030 with our blood, even if it means death, so be it. We are opposed to 2030. iye zvino vana vezimbabwe tinochema nokudanidzira kuti munhu wese mukaona anopoza 2030 musamutuka. Mukaona munhu wese anopoza 2030 musaswera muchitiudza kuti akanga akambomira akaita zvakati. Hakuna iyoyo, nokuti nyaya iripo iko zvino ndiyo kuti hakuna kana namapenzi chaiwo anononga mumabhini vanosapota 2030. Saka toti anokuti unopenga, saka hatidi kuti utaure. Regerai munhu wese ari opposite to 2030 ataure, abatane nevamwe. Saka tichiti nyangwe imi muri muZANU-PF munenge munotya kana kuti munomutyutyu, yasvika nguva yekuti muchibuda pachena. Now is the time for you to come out. Sesvikile isikati sokuti vele lipume panje. Siona kuti sisonke yini tiri tose here in this struggle against those few who want to impose their dictatorship in the nation. So I call upon you, dear Zimbabweans, that the time is now for us to come in our large numbers and resist the ZANU-PF agenda. Our nation cannot continue under the current oppressive regime that has no respect for human rights, that has no respect for human dignity, that has no respect for the will of the people, that has no respect for the constitutional standing of our nation. These people must be defeated. We must defeat evil. Those in the minority faction in ZANU-PF who believe that 2030 is the panacea must know that every evil will come to an end, and now the time for the end of the ZANU-PF evilness has arrived. Our people will never accept this nonsense. We will never tolerate our nation to be taken as the backyard of few individuals in ZANU-PF. The nation belongs to all of us. I thank you, dear Zimbabweans, for giving me an ear this evening to speak out the issues of concern that I have raised with you. May the Almighty God, the creator of heaven, earth, and the seas and everything in it, the God of David, the God who gave David the power for him to flood down Goliath, be with all of us. I believe in the God of David, the God of David that believes in his own people to defend themselves against evil. Even Israel itself, the nation built out of the descendants of the chosen children of God, is defending itself through necessary means to sustain itself. So we should never expect God to do miracles to us while we fold our arms. It's the time for us to organize ourselves in our units, in our communities, and everywhere to resist this ZANU-PF agenda. We are waiting for the feedback of those people who are on the countryside, who are doing the campaigns and also on the conscientization program to tell our people about the heinous agenda Emerson Mnangagwa and ZANU-PF has against our people. So with this, dear Zimbabweans, I thank you for giving me the opportunity to address you tonight. I love you so much. I dearly love my country, Zimbabwe. I am prepared to sacrifice for it even with my blood. I have survived several assassination attempts from these people on the basis of fighting for the good of our people. We will never give up. I will never give up. But I shall continue to bellow the wishes of my people. I shall continue to bellow the wishes of the masses of our people. I shall continue to bellow the wishes of the oppressed. I shall continue to bellow the wishes of the poor. I shall continue to bellow the wishes of the downtrodden. Because this is our nation that needs emancipation. Emancipation is coming. It's coming, and now is the time. We will never lose this opportunity for us to make sure that ZANU-PF is stopped on its tracks. I thank you. I thank you, dear Zimbabweans. I thank you.